Hello students, today we'll be starting with Unit 6 in Commerce. In this unit you have 3 chapters, chapter 16, 17 and 18. Now, chapter 16 deals with consumerism, where you will learn the meaning of consumer, who is a consumer, and in what way the consumers are exploited or cheated, and what are the remedies or the protections given by the government in order to protect the interest of the consumers. Now, who is a consumer? A consumer means an individual, a person who buys some kind of goods, or he gets the benefit or avails some kind of services, is called as a consumer. Say for example, when you buy a goods, a product, you are the consumer. Or when you go to a hospital for any kind of treatment, you are a consumer because you are availing the service. Okay. When you go to a transport agency to buy a ticket or for travel, you are a consumer. So a person or an individual who consumes some kind of goods or he avails some kind of services is termed as a consumer. Now we'll see the definition of consumer. Meaning of consumer under the Indian Consumer Protection Act 1986. So Consumer Protection Act is in the year 1986. One more question. Now who is a consumer? A person who buys any goods or service for a consideration. Consideration means when you avail some kind of service, you should pay something in return. Something in return you should give. So usually we pay the money. Okay. So we give money. So that is known as consideration. Something in return. Okay. For a consideration which has been paid or promised, which is actually paid, or you have promised to pay it in the future in case of credit purchases, or partly paid and partly promised, or under any system of deferred payment, is a consumer. Deferred payment means you make the payment on a future date, like installment purchases where you make the monthly EMI. Okay, so that is known as deferred payment. So this definition is important to my question. A person who buys any goods or service for a consideration which has been paid or promised, or partly paid and partly promised, or under any system of deferred payment, is a consumer. Now, consumer is said to be the king. Consumer is said to be the king. Why? Because only if the consumers are satisfied, there are chances that the business may grow. Okay. So all the business people, when they produce some or when they manufacture some product, they must focus on consumer satisfaction or the customer satisfaction. Okay. So that is why the consumers or the customers is said to be the king. Now, but in actual practice, there are so many ways in which the consumers are cheated. Okay. So that is known as consumer exploitation. So we'll see in what ways the consumers are exploited. Exploited means in what all ways the consumers are cheated. Now this is a 5-mark question. Consumer exploitation. It's very easy also. Okay. Now first one, selling at higher price. Now some products, they may be they may not be up to the quality, but they may charge higher rate for that particular product. Okay, so that is the product's quality may not be equal to the price which has been fixed for the product. And in some other cases, the producer, they may create artificial scarcity in the market. Artificial scarcity means the fake demand for the product. Okay, they say even if there is a stock, they may hold the stock in order to increase the price or push up the price. Say for example, in rainy seasons and all, the the onions, even if there is a stock of the onions in the warehouses, they may hold the stock in the warehouse itself just to create a demand, more scarcity in the market. Okay, so they create an artificial scarcity in the market. Why? Because when there's a scarcity, when there is a demand, the price will be increased, and the consumers or the customers, they may not hesitate to pay higher price for the product. Okay, so even if it is 100 rupees per kg, they are ready to buy because of the scarcity for the product. Okay, so selling at higher price means the price charged by the seller for a product or service may not be commensurate with the quality, but at times it is more than the fair price. Okay, so even if it is not equal to the price fixed for the product is not equal to the quality. Even though the sellers have the surplus or adequate goods, they create artificial scarcity in the market with an intent to push up the price. As a result, the consumers are forced to buy the short supply of the goods at a higher price in the black market. Next is adulteration. Adulteration means mixing up of some kind of substance or materials in the food items. Okay, so say for example, they mix the papaya seeds with the pepper. Okay, so all that is known as adulteration. So it refers to mixing or substituting undesirable material in the food. This causes heavy loss to the consumers. This will lead to the monetary loss and spoils the health. So in the food items also, some kind of in order to prevent them from spoilage, they mix some chemicals and all. So that is not good for health. And all this perishable goods, like vegetables, fruits and meat, all that, they mix some kind of chemicals in order to keep it fresh for a long duration of time. Okay, 3 or 4 days. So that is not good for the health. So this process is known as adulteration, mixing some kind of undesirable materials in the food items. But adulteration makes illegitimate profits, while prudent businessmen aims at normal profit. Whenever unscrupulous traders seek to reap the higher profit out of the greed, they seek to adulterate the product. Adulteration is quite common in food articles. It is a crime which cannot be pardoned as it spoils the health of the consumers. Some examples are given in your textbook. You can write any 2 examples, that is enough. Okay. Coffee powder is adulterated with tamarind seeds. Papaya seeds is added to black pepper. Any 2 you can write. Next, duplication or spurious goods. Duplication or spurious means the same. Okay. Duplicate products are sold in the market. Say for example, watches, branded watches will be sold. The same name will be there. The duplicate will be sold in the market, and people, they may not be able to identify the original and the duplicate, and they buy the duplicate one and they are exploited. Watch, the sprays, then you can see the powders. Okay, all these are the duplicated. Okay, duplicate products of popular products are illegally produced and sold. Duplicates are available in plenty in the market for every original and genuine parts or components like automobile spare parts, blades, pens, watches, radios, medicines, jewelries, clothes, and even for currency notes. Duplicate medicines are sold in large measures from Cape to Kashmir. A consumer is not in the position to distinguish the duplicate from the original. Next one is artificial scarcity. Sometimes in in front of the shops and all, they will all this ration shops and all, they will put up a board, no stock. Okay, but actually the stock will be there. What they do is they will sell that product elsewhere in the shop for a higher price. Okay, so that is known as artificial scarcity. There are certain situations where the shopkeeper put up the board no stock in front of the shop, even though there is a plenty of stock in the store. In such a situation, consumers who are desperate to buy such goods have to pay heavy price to buy those goods, and thus earning more profits consist unconsciously. Even in cinema houses, board may be hung in the main entrance houseful, while cinema tickets will be freely available at the higher price in the black market. So, first time show and all in cinema houses, cinema theaters, they will put up the board houseful, but the same tickets will be available outside in front of the gate for a higher price. Okay. Next, substandard. Substandard means the product which you buy is not up to the quality which has been provided. Okay, sometimes they will supply you some samples, but when you buy, on seeing the samples, you place the order for a huge quantity, but when you open up the pack, you find that the quality of the product is not in accordance with the samples provided. Okay, so that is known as substandard. On opening a packet or a sealed container, one may find the content to be of poor quality. If defective or damaged items are found in the pack, the consumer finds it difficult to exchange the defective one for a good one, and the consumer have to blame for the lack of attention. One cannot return it, and the consumer has a tendency to blame their carelessness or fate for having bought such substandard product. Sometimes when you buy something online, okay, you get attracted with the advertisements which they provide. It will be very attractive, the material will be shiny and all, but when you buy some material, or no, when you open up the pack, the quality or of the material may not be good. Okay, and you may hesitate to return the goods back to uh, the purchaser, okay, the supplier, and you may keep it with yourself. In order, no, you find it difficult to exchange the process, you find it difficult, and you blame yourself for the carelessness, and you just leave it. So that is how the consumers are exploited. Okay, and now sometimes, the seller may hesitate to give the bill, and in some cases the buyers may forget to ask for the bill, and in some situation, the seller, they mention clearly in the bill that the products will, once sold, will not be taken back. So these are the ways in which the consumers are exploited. Next one, product risk. Product risk, any product which no, which the manufacturer produce, they have to mention what are the risks involved in the product. Say for example, in medicines and all, if on the children, no, child medicine, pediatric medicines and all, you would have seen, no, the dosage should be as per the prescribed, as prescribed by the doctors. So why it is mentioned? Just to avoid the risk of giving overdosage to the children. Or in some medicine it will be mentioned, keep it away from children. No, all this no, not medicines like HIT, all this pesticides and all, HIT, all that which are dangerous for the children, it will be mentioned. Okay, it should be mentioned. Whenever the usage of the goods is likely to cause danger or hurt to the consumers, so the customers, manufacturers have to forewarn the consumers of various sources of dangers involved in the product and the precautionary measures to be taken by the consumers. In the absence of such information or warnings, consumers are more likely to encounter risk while using the risky product. Okay, and while no, while supplying some kind of electrical product, the demo should be given, demonstrations should be given, and they should be informed about the risk of using the product. Next, warranty and services. Warranty and services. when you buy some kind of durable goods like refrigerator, AC, all that, the warranty period will be given. That is, within that period, if some kind of repair happens to the product, in that case, free service will be given by the company. Okay, but in actual practice, what they do is, say for example, the warranty period is 5 years, and in the 4th year some kind of repair happens to the air cooler. In that case, when we approach the they may say that no, the warranty period is only for a particular product and not for the entire AC. Only if you change this, only the warranty will be given only for the certain spare parts. Okay, so that is how the consumers are exploited. Okay, next one is unsuitability of product. Now, when do you say a product is a fit? It should be of good quality and it should be no in good condition for a durable period of time, and it should be suitable and it should be satisfied by the it should fulfill the needs of the consumers. Okay, only then it will the product is said to be fit. Okay, now some kind of products, like they will mention that it is unbreakable, but once you open it and put it down, it breaks. So all these are it is it comes under unsuitability of product. A leak proof battery leaks. Okay, next, false advertisement. False advertising. The main purpose of advertisement is to educate the consumers about the usage of the product. Okay, but in actual practice, what they do is they don't provide the full information of the product. Okay, so say for example, in all this tele-shopping advertisements in TV, example this vegetable cutter and all, they say that it is a multi-purpose product, or a grinder if you take, it is a multi-purpose multi-usage product, multi-purpose usage product. But no, they give so much of information, and the people get attracted and they buy the product. But once you use it, no, it is not in accordance with the advertisements which has been given. Okay, next one is, yeah, that's it. So consumer exploitation, there are nearly 9 points in your textbook in what all way the consumers are exploited. First one is selling at higher price. Second, adulteration. Third one is duplication. Next, fourth one is artificial scarcity. Now, artificial scarcity alone is a 3-mark question. What is artificial scarcity? Fourth one, artificial scarcity. Then fifth one is substandard products. Sixth is product risk. And seventh, warranty and service. Eighth one is unsuitability of product. And ninth one is false advertisement. Now, out of these 9, you can write any 5 explanation with an example. Okay.